Good day everyone. Today's discussion is about simple interest. So what are the terms that are related to the topic simple interest? So we have here the interest, the principal, and the meaning of simple interest. So interest is defined as the money paid or earned for the use of money. Let's say for example, if you borrow money, interest is the extra amount you pay to the lender for allowing you to use their money. Now, if you save or invest money, interest is the extra money you earn because the bank or the financial institution uses your money. Another important term here is the principal. So the principal is the amount of money borrowed or invested. So the principal is the original amount of money borrowed or invested before any interest is added. So think of the principal as the starting amount. Notice that the principal never includes the interest. It is only the original amount. Another important term here is simple interest. Simple interest, it is the money paid or earned only on the principal. So simple interest is the interest calculated only on the original principal throughout the entire loan or investment period. This means that the interest does not increase because it is always based on the same principal. So yung nababago yung principal na dadagdagan, ang tawag na natin dun class ay compound interest, and that will be another topic to discuss. So what is the formula to compute for simple interest? The formula to compute for the simple interest is I equals PRT. So in the formula, I is the simple interest, P is the principal, R is the rate in percent, and T is the time in years. So in using the formula, importante lang na dapat yung time mo ay naka-express in years. So kung months yung binigay sa problem, you have to convert months into years. So to better understand the formula, think of this triangle. So we have I, and then we have P, we have R, and then we have T. So if I is missing, the formula is I equals P times R times T. If P or the principal is missing, so ang formula natin will be P equals I all over R times T. Now, if R is missing, our formula will be R equals I over P times T. And if T or the time is missing, ang formula natin will be T equals I over P times R. So, ganun lang kasimple. We also have another term here which is the balance. So, the balance, also called the maturity value or future value, is the total amount after interest is added to the principal. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung maturity or the future value. Ito yung total amount when you added the interest to the principal. So, ang formula natin to compute for the balance or the maturity value equals B equals P plus I. So, in the formula, B is the balance or maturity value. P is the principal and I is the interest. So let's have an example. Example number 1, you put $500 in a savings account. The account earns 3% simple interest per year. What is the interest earned after 3 years? What is the balance after 3 years? So copy natin yung ating problem dito sa may part na to. So, kunin natin yung mga given sa ating problem. So, ang given natin here is yung P natin or the principal that is equal to $500 in the problem. Yung 3% simple interest per year, that is our rate or R. So R equals 3%. And yung 3 years naman dito sa ating problem, that will be our time. So notice, dapat yung time natin ay expressed in years. So hahanapin natin yung interest and yung balance after 3 years. Pero bago syempre makompute yung balance o yung makukuha mo after 3 years, kailangan makuha muna natin yung interest. So, ang formula natin to compute for interest is I equals P times R times T. Next, we will substitute all the values dun sa ating given into our formula. So, interest equals 500 times yung R natin ay 3% and yung T natin ay 3 years or 3. So tanggalin muna natin yung kanilang mga unit. Next na gagawin natin is i-convert natin si 3% in decimals. So what is the equivalent of 3% in decimals? So the answer is 0.03 or 0.03. So I equals 500 times 0.03 or 0.03 times 3. So next, i-times muna natin si 500 by 0.03. You can use calculator or you can perform manual multiplication of numbers. So 500 times 0.03 is equal to 15. Ang last step na natin is multiply natin si 15 and 3. So 15 times 3 is equal to 45. So therefore, ang interest natin in the problem is $45. Kaya nga lang, kailangan i-compute pa natin yung balance after 3 years. So ang interest after 3 years is $45. So to compute for the balance, we will use the formula B equals P plus I. So ang principal natin ay 500, so i-substitute natin, plus yung computed interest is 45. So B equals 500 plus 45. So therefore, B equals 545. So $545 is the balance or the maturity value. So I hope clear sa inyo yung problem number 1. You may also try this problem. Pwede nyo i-pause yung ating video and try to solve this sa inyong lecture notebook. Please see the comment section sa answer key to this problem. So let's try another example. You put $1,000 in a savings account. The account earns $100 simple interest in 4 years. What is the annual interest rate? So again, copy natin yung ating problem dito and identify natin yung mga given in the problem. So base sa ating problem, ito yung ating mga given. So yung $1,000, yun yung ating principal. And then the account earns $100 simple interest. Obviously, yung I or interest natin is $100 in 4 years. So therefore, ang time natin ay 4 years. Okay, what is asked in the problem? Ang tinatanong dito sa problem is the interest rate or the annual interest rate or R is missing. Remember the triangle, kapag nawawala yung ating R, ano yung ating magiging formula? So pag tinakpan natin si R, ang formula natin is R equals I all over P times T. So again, ang formula natin ay R equals I over P times T. So i-substitute natin yung mga given natin. Yung I natin is 100, yung principal natin or P is 1,000, and then yung time natin ay 4. Next, ita-times lang natin itong 1,004. So that will be 100 divided by 4,000. So dito, i-divide natin siya using your calculator or pwede naman na manual division tayo ng numbers. So pag dinivide natin to, 100 divided by 4,000, that is equal to 0.025. So notice yung sagot natin ay decimal. So kailangan i-change natin siya in percent kasi rate yung nawawala. So to change this to percent, need nating i-move yung decimal point dito ng twice going to the right. So si 0.025, pag change natin sa percent, that will be 2.5%. So therefore, 2.5% is the annual interest rate. I hope clear sa inyo yung ating second example. So pakitry ito sa inyong lecture notebook and please see the answer key sa ating comment section. Let's have example number 3. A bank offers an annual simple interest of 2.0% for balances. How long does it take an account with a principal of $800 to earn $100 interest? So ang tinatanong, how long daw? Gaano katagal? Para ang isang principal na $800 ay maka-earn ng $100 na interest. So kunin natin yung ating problem again and then identify natin yung mga given sa ating problem. Okay, base sa ating problem, yung principal natin ay $800. Yung interest natin ay $100 and yung simple interest rate natin is 2% kasi yung 2.0 that is the same as 2%. So dahil how long yung tinatanong, ibig sabihin yung time natin ang missing sa ating problem. So remember natin yung ating formula kanina, takpan natin si t. So pag tinakpan natin si t, yung formula natin will be t equals I over p times r. So t equals I over p times r. Next, isa-substitute natin yung mga values natin sa given. So t equals 100 all over 800 times 2%. So yung 2% class, i-change muna natin sa decimal. So 2%, pag change natin siya sa decimal, so i-move natin yung decimal point twice to the left. That will be equal to 0.02 or 0.02. Hindi siya 0.2 ha. Kailangan 0.02. Next, times natin si 800 by 0.02. That will be 100 times 100 divided by 16. And then i-divide natin si 100 by 16. So 100 divided by 16, that is equal to 6.25. Therefore, 6.25 years is the time. So kailangan ng 6.25 years para yung $800 na principal ay mag-earn ng $100 na simple interest. Okay, pakitry ito sa inyong lecture notebook and pakitingnan na lang yung answer key doon sa ating comment section. Now, discuss natin yung solution and answer for this last example. Example number 4. You borrow $600 to buy a violin. The simple interest rate is 15%. You pay off the loan after 5 years. So how much do you pay for the loan? So, tingnan natin kung paano natin isa-solve yung ating problem. So, kopyahin muna natin yung ating problem here and then identify natin yung given. Okay, so ang given natin is principal is $600. Ang rate natin ay 15%, that is simple interest rate, and yung time natin is in 5 years. So, ang tinatanong dito is how much will you pay for the loan? So, ibig sabihin, we are looking for the balance or the maturity value. Pero bago natin makompute yung balance or yung maturity value, magkano yung babayaran niya for the loan kasama yung interest, kailangan syempre mahanap muna natin yung simple interest. And we can do that using the formula I equals P times R times T. So, substitute natin yung mga given. I equals 600 times 15% times 5. So, change muna natin si 15% in decimal. Magiging 600 times 0.15 times 5. Next, ita-times natin si 600 by 0.15 using your calculator or pwede rin naman na manual multiplication. So, ang I natin will be equal to 90 times 5. And then 90 times 5 is equal to 450. So therefore, $450 is the interest. Hindi pa ito yung final answer natin kasi ang tinatanong is yung balance natin or the maturity value. So, how much ang babayaran niya for the loan? So, formula natin sa balance is principal plus interest. So, B equals 600 kasi yun yung ating principal plus yung computed interest natin na 450. So, 600 plus 450 is 1,050. Therefore, $1,050 is the amount that you will pay for the loan. So, this is our balance or the maturity value. So, I hope clear sa inyo yung ating last example. You may also try this in your lecture notebook and check the correct answer dun sa ating comment section. Now, for your seat work, on one whole sheet of paper, pakitry itong mga problems na to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That ends our class. Goodbye.